Sammy Baugh, though 36 years old and with 15 seasons of full competition behind him, gives no signs of nearing the end of his amazing career.
Art Monk is now number one, the most prolific pass receiver in the National Football League's history. Touchdown, Washington Redskins!
I think it's going well. How about you?
Good. Is our stream working this time?
I think our stream is working.
Oh my goodness. I cannot believe it.
I don't know.
Oh man, don't even tell me.
Let me. All right. It looks like we're okay.
All right, good. Thank goodness.
All right. I think. It does say chat is disabled for this live stream, though, so.
That's weird.
Yeah?
That kind of sucks. Well, dudes, we're still trying to figure it out. And it's on episode 450. And before I go further into trying to figure out why the chat is disabled, I want to thank our benevolent sponsor who stuck with us through thick and thin.
Mostly thin.
And that is our dog, Desmond Seeley. So thank you, Desmond Seeley.
Desmond!
You may find him at
Desmond Seeley 2 on Twitter.
On Twitter.
Because Desmond Seeley 1 is taken, maybe hacked.
Yeah, I think it's hacked.
Might be hacked.
So,
yeah.
Someone's saying there's no mic. Is that really happening to us right now? There's no mic? You can't hear me. You gotta be kidding me.
Dude, the blogs just or the YouTube just stopped again.
Oh,
it says it's a minute and 1 second, and that's all it's got.
Oh, really? Because I'm still seeing it.
Are you sure? What does it say? Does it say a minute and 1 second?
It says live, and there's dudes in the chat saying you can't hear me. So, oh my gosh, dude. I'm going to throw this thing away. All right. Check. They can't hear me. Check. Check. Why can't you hear me? Oh. I don't get it. All right, well, let's stop the feed for a minute and come back on.
Hold on, let's see. All right, I see Mr. Green D. Chris J in the UK. Okay. They say they can't hear you. I don't know if they can hear me or not.
Yeah. I'm trying to figure out why they can't hear me.
Yeah.
Check. Yo.
Check. Can you hear me now? Check. I think I got it fixed. Tell them I got it fixed.
Aaron
I found
is really quiet.
I found the button. I think I just found the button.
All right.
It may work. So if you still have them in the pop-up, tell them that I think I just got it.
Mr. Green or D said you're fine.
All right, so here we go again.
All right.
4th time's the charm, dudes. Here we go.
Sammy Baugh, though 36 years old and with 15 seasons of full competition behind him, gives no signs of nearing the end of his amazing career.
Art Monk is now number one, the most prolific pass receiver in the National Football League's history. Touchdown, Washington Redskins!
This is Harry Football, the original Redskins fans podcast. On today's show, we talk about the game between the Washington Redskins and the New York Jets. We talk about the dirty hits. We talk about the signings and cuts from the week. We give our game balls and kicks. This and much more live with Aaron and John. Still working?
Still working.
Woo! Yo, 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 yo. What's up, John?
What's up?
Excellent! Welcome, everybody. Harry Hog Football, episode number 450,
450.
in which we talk about the game, and apparently we're streaming live on YouTube, and hopefully we'll have this for you and your normal channels later this evening. Of course, if you're listening to it in the normal channel, you know that.
True. Very true.
I invited Josh on the podcast today, but Josh is on a plane to France as we speak.
Cool.
Whoa!
So we need to
My drink just blew up.
your drink. All right, we need to thank our longtime benevolent sponsor, Desmond C. Lee, who sticks with us through thick and thin, mostly thin.
Mostly thin.
Mostly thin. You can reach him on Twitter. He's a big Redskins fan at Desmond C. Lee 2, because I think Desmond C. Lee 1 was
Taken or hacked.
something like that.
You know what I'm saying?
So, welcome to everybody in the chat room. I'm not sure who's in there. I'm going to try to pull it up.
Got a few people in there. We got Chris J. in the UK. Michael Graff. B&G Bonds.
B&G.
Mr. Greener D. Welcome to the
Awesome.
podcast.
Welcome,
450.
everybody. Maybe by episode 500, we'll have everything right.
Maybe by episode 500, we'll win the Super Bowl.
That'd be cool because,
Dude, we might be halfway there because we just signed a future Hall of Famer.
we did.
We did.
Adrian Peterson, A-Pay.
Hey,
I-Pay. Yeah, there's a lot of... I heard that, and I'll tell you what my reaction was yesterday. Oh, by the way, I found the enable live chat button. We're still learning this stuff, dude. We try to add... we're pretty incompetent at getting our stuff together for just the regular audio podcast. Now we're trying to add, video and YouTube chats and stuff. You're asking a lot for some old dudes.
yeah, pretty much, yeah.
I remember when we were like, dude, have you heard of this thing called a podcast? We should try to do that.
We should do one. We'd be like the first ones ever.
Yeah. So anyway, all right, I popped out my chat, so I'm good on the screens. Okay. Yeah, so here's what all right. So here's my first reaction when I heard that we signed Adrian Peterson.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, there were some people
Hopefully it'll help,
There were some people on some chat room or some blogs that I was reading this week that were like, dude, we need to find out what DeMarco Murray is doing and sign him right now. And I'm like, what? What?
You know what I'm saying?
I do believe he played for Dallas, right? Correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
Hence, he's ineligible to be hired for the Redskins.
Just like Orlando Scandrick should have been in the first place.
Yeah. But if Adrian Peterson can come in and get a few quality carries this year and he's making the league minimum,
Sure.
Sure. Right now, we're getting kind of thin. In fact, I think we're going to call this episode Thick and Thin.
Thick and thin.
We're getting very thin at the running back position in only 2 preseason games.
I know. I'm actually looking up the roster right now. Looking.
Well, we signed some other running back too, didn't we? So we got
Right now we got Rob Kelly, some guy named Devon Smith. Is that who we signed? A rookie? Devon Smith. And Chris Thompson, of course. AP.
Devon Smith or Javon Smith?
Devon Smith. Jovan Smith. I don't know. Capri Bibbs. Brandon Marshall. Samaje P. Ryan.
David Herzing in the chat room asks an interesting question about our cowboy rule. Does it apply to Alfred Morris?
Yeah, absolutely. We don't want him back, traitor.
There you go, David.
I'm glad you answered that question.
I would think about it for a minute just because I like the guy, but, you know.
I liked him till he signed with Dallas.
Yeah. He could have signed with, 30 other teams.
He could have signed with Houston. He's from Texas. He could have signed with Houston.
And people in Houston hate Dallas almost as much as we do.
They really do.
Maybe even more. All right, so let's talk about the Adrian Peterson thing. Let's look at the upsides versus the downsides. Downside, he could get injured in week 1. Are you cracking up at me trying to open this drink that keeps exploding? Don't you hate it? Like you're super thirsty and you have like a drink, like a carbonated drink that had been shaken up, or like this one was 90% frozen, so that's why it's blowing up. And you're like so thirsty and you can't even open it and get a sip because it's just going to blow up everywhere.
Now, how is it 90% frozen? Is your fridge set like too low?
It was in that little beverage fridge that I have, in the tiki room, and it's completely stocked with like beverages to the gills.
So it is too low.
Yeah, but I've got it set on like 48 degrees, so I don't know why it's freezing stuff. But anyway, dude, one of these weeks I'm gonna have to try to set up and do our podcast from the tiki room. That would be sweet.
Oh yeah.
That's asking a lot technically though.
I was thinking that.
So anyway, Adrian Peterson, the bright sides. He's a Hall of Fame running back.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was watching that show on NBC Sports Washington last night. The one that comes on after the Redskins stuff. I don't remember the name of the show though.
With the black guy and the white guy?
Yeah, and they're just kind of hanging out.
Looks like he just finished, just put down a beer off camera and just walked on like he'd been drinking the entire game.
Yeah, like that guy.
Yeah.
I don't know the name of the show,
but
it was funny because he was
Sports Live or something.
Yeah, so his comment, one of their guys' comments was, "Oh yeah, so we've got another Neon Dion or Bruce Smith coming in."
Yeah, no lie, right?
But the other guy pointed out, yeah, but we're paying the league minimum. It's not like back then where we were paying like prime prices. League minimum.
True.
And there was no signing bonus. So the bright side to this is Adrian Peterson has got a chip on his shoulder, wants to prove himself, and he'll play hard.
The veteran league minimum for someone with his credentials, I guess, with his many years of experience. He's making $1,015,000.
It tells me he really wants to play.
Yeah, which is good because, I mean, like I said, but the very first thing I remember from that, I was just like, all right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mike or BNG Bun says age means nothing when you are a superhuman.
I'd like for him to suddenly show up and be like the old AP, but I really don't think that's actually going to happen.
That's true, but if he gets a couple good games in early in the season and you mix Chris Thompson and him in,
yeah,
I mean, they can both catch. All of those dudes can catch. But if you mix him in, he has a couple games, guess what? Defenses are going to start being like, they got Adrian Peterson and he's looking good. They're going to put more emphasis on him than if it was any other dude's name. Recognition.
But I mean, like last year, I remember him coming in and he had like his first game and he scored like 2 touchdowns. They got all these yards and everyone was like, you got to pick up Adrian Peterson, blah, blah, blah. And then after that, he just sucked.
It's true. But the Cardinals' O-line sucked.
Yeah, that is true. And I don't think our O-line is fantastic, but I think it's definitely better than average.
Yeah.
Maybe. Well, if it wasn't for Labow, it would be like top 10. Go ahead. You're God.
Dude, is he like the new Docker? No, the Geron Christian Chronicles. I got to get a sound effect for Christian Chronicles. I forgot to make that this week. So Christian Chronicles.
Yeah.
If you guys remember back from the day when I did the Dockery report, It's like we pick an offensive lineman that just like gets on our nerves, and we just report on that single. We single them out.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
Should I go into my Jerron Christian report while I'm thinking about it?
Might as well. I mean, we've got to talk about the game against Jets, Jets, Jets suck. And I mean, you guys saw it. We scored 5 field goals, so that's pretty much all we had for that.
We should have had a couple more.
Alex Smith looked good. A couple more field goals or anything, because he hit all 5 of his field goals. So.
No, we should have had a touchdown or 2 more.
Yeah, we should have.
Who dropped that one? Was it Cam Sims?
I think it was Sims.
Trey Quinn?
It was one or the other, right? I think it was Sims.
One of them threw the ball to the other team. I think that was Sims. And the other guy just, it could have been put a little bit more out in front of him.
Yeah.
But he had a shot of bringing that one in the end zone, Quinn. So, anyway, it was an interesting battle there. Like, in that game, like, there was different, early in the game when that Cam Sims threw that, basically gave the Jets the ball, I was yelling.
Yeah, you were.
But then later in the game, dude, he redeemed himself hardcore.
It's going to be really interesting I think it's really going to be the last roster spot for receivers. It's going to be between Sims and Mr. Irrelevant.
I think Sims actually, I liked Sims in that game. His hands looked, except for that pass at the end that he pulled in on the sideline to get us in field goal range.
Yeah, after you were just like, cut!
Yeah, I mean, that redeemed him. And he had a touchdown, too. Oh, he had a touchdown, but it was called back because of that only six or 5 men on the line. When I went back and looked at it, I was like, I don't know if they're calling him offline or him off the line or maybe both of them, because they said not enough dudes on the line.
Dude, you can ask Jeff Triplett. They asked him what he thought of it, and he's sitting there on ESPN. He's like eating nachos, and he's like, "Oh, hold on,
I'm okay with that call.
I'm all right with that call
because, well, see, I'm okay with it. I'm a rules expert.
I'm a rules expert. Whatever."
How did he even get that job? Everyone couldn't stand Jeff Triplett. He was like one of the worst refs in the last 30 years.
I know. We've known that since like 1999.
And if you want a TV personality,
you need Jerome Booger.
Where is Jerome Booger?
What the hey?
And then imagine a conversation between Jerome Booger and Booger McFarland, like one of those, like a who's on first situation. Yeah. Booger, what'd you say? No, just call me Jerome. No, we're talking to Booger over there. You just call me Jerome. It's fine. No, we're talking to Booger McFarland, not Jerome Booger.
I know him.
Oh my ready.
I saw some official on a game last night for a couple minutes. I've never seen that guy in my life. I was like, he must have been the guy who like replaced Booger when he retired.
Jerome Booger.
Unless he sucks, and then that means that he's the new Jeff Triplett. So
Jerome Booger would be much better on TV.
I think Jerome would be fantastic.
Yeah,
that would be quite nice.
Nope, we got Jeff Triplett, the rules expert, and I don't know if you made this up or if it's true.
Thank you, ESPN, for hiring Jeff Triplett.
Is it did you make it up when you said that he was only allowed to do like one playoff game ever or something like that?
Last year they gave him a playoff game because he was retiring. So they're like, well, we'll give him one playoff game because he's retiring. And we, I don't don't want him to feel bad. And he was terrible. He was worse than ever.
Did they give him to like the team where it was like the number 1 against the number 6, like Patriots against whoever just climbed into the.
I just remember it was in the first week, and I was like, I can't believe he's got. How did he get that? And then it turned out it was because they did it because they felt bad for him because he was retiring.
Michael Graff just wrote #flick Booger into the booth.
Dude, you were so right. Jason Witten sucks. Booger McFarland is so much better than him.
Dude, Josh was texting me last night because he was watching the game because he didn't watch it live. He admitted it.
Well,
kind of like the Redskins admitted that they don't have all these season tickets sold out. Josh admitted he didn't watch the game live for the first time.
Yeah.
But he texted me last night, I guess, when he was watching it. He's like, Jason Witten's actually not doing that bad. And then I like texted him back and was like, dude, that's Joe Testosterone that you're listening to. Not Jason
Joe
Witten. And he was like, oh, that makes sense.
That had to be Joe Tessitore because,
yeah.
well, Jason Witten sucks.
Dude, B&G Buns has somehow figured out how to write in all caps orange highlight to get our attention on the chat window.
Oh, really?
And it says our first game is Arizona, AP's former team. Oh, he was going to be primed for that.
Oh, yeah, man. If he's still there, if he's not hurt yet.
I mean, it'll be interesting to see AP. And he's so far done in his career. It's not like we're like, oh, he's going to take the starting role from Geis. You know what I mean? Like, it's not.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I mean, if he has an exceptional year, that's a win for us. Because then we have him and Geis next year, hopefully, if Geis gets better.
Ever comes back.
He went under Dr. James Andrews' knife. What, Friday?
Yeah. Do you think it's really Dr. James Andrews who's like 70-something years old doing this, or is he just like peeking in during like some assistant guy who's just like, that looks good? And then he leaves again because he's too old. He's probably got to be like, I can't cut.
I think he's really doing it. They probably use like lasers and junk.
At all.
I think he's doing it. I don't think he's doing like any of the what's it called, prep stuff. He just shows up when there's like a knee.
Oh,
and, like,
yeah.
a hospital gown, and all he sees is a knee.
Yeah, right. It's like, I know about this. You guys can suture that up. I'm going to the golf course.
Dude, how much do you think he gets paid? Like, insurance covers like 3% of whatever his huge bill is.
Man, I don't know. That really is a good question. He has to have made like tens of millions of dollars.
Yeah. Chris J is pointing out Silverback seemed pretty pumped about AP. Apparently, they own a gym together. And did you see this video earlier in the offseason where they were doing that little cone drill and Trent Williams beat AP? Did you see this?
What?
Dude, you got to look it up. They're doing like this little cone drill. I don't know what it's called, where they run up, go around a cone, backwards around another cone, and do this thing and like touch the ground, kind of like a shuttle run with the erasers like we used to do.
Yeah, okay.
Story. Well, yeah, it's him and Trent Williams, and AP's in front of Trent Williams, and they're going at the same time, and Trent Williams beats him. Trent Williams beat, and that was this year. Dude, you got to look it up.
Why in the world did we sign Adrian Peterson then? He's going to suck. He's terrible.
Dude, it wasn't that as much as Trent Williams is fast, dude. You got to watch it.
Whatever. That
But yeah, I see your point.
He's going to suck. He's going to suck.
Well, then maybe he's just another camp body at worst. $1 million camp body.
$1 million and $1,015,000 camp body.
A Hall of Fame camp body. Anyway.
Well, I know he didn't get to wear number 28.
Oh, dude, if they would have tried to give him number 28, I would personally be on my way to Ashburn right now, ripping that away from him.
Right now.
And I could probably pick up a bunch of other Redskins fans to storm the joint with me.
Yeah. Absolutely. That's nuts, man.
There's no one wearing another number 28 again except for thousands of fans every Sunday on their jerseys in the stands. On the field, it's not happening.
Yeah. Dude, I know.
It seems that B&G Buns is pretty pumped about AP.
I think
and I have been around.
Dude, all you had to do was tell me. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if he was playing Parcheesi. If he lost to Trent Williams, he sucks. We don't want him.
You mean in a race, not in like blocking people. You said if he lost to him in Parcheesi, we don't want him.
Yeah. If you lost to him like in Monopoly?
You still have to look up the video. Hopefully someone in the chat room will put the link in the chat room. Yeah, because right now it's pretty awesome. Okay, so let's talk some more. I was about to go in the Jerron Christian report. If you guys noticed, the first preseason game, Jerron Christian was nothing more than a swinging door for the defense.
He was a one-job Christian.
One job Christian. Well, apparently he studied up a little bit during the week because he was improved, and he was going up against 1 and 2s. I don't think he allowed a sack, but he was getting pushed back into the pocket a few times. You're like, he's doing a lot better, and I'm like, well, not on that play.
I know, dude. As soon as I said that, I was like, yeah, he's great. And then on that second that play, and he got help from the center on that one too. And he was getting driven back, and the center like popped over to help him and barely got him to like I'm watching the video now.
You found it? The cone drill? Yo, what's up, Alamo City Live Music?
Bam! Trent Williams got there first. Now, Trent Williams is, like, bigger, so he's got more of a I mean, dude, they're only going, like 6 feet back and forth. It's not like they're running to the end of the gym.
I know, but look at how fast Williams is. That's pretty impressive.
That's why he's an all-pro left guard. Or at least Pro Bowl tackle. That's what I meant. I'm sitting there I'm sitting there going, is he all-pro? And you're like, well, probably neither one. So he's talking about a tackle and not a guard.
Anyway, it's all right, dude.
Yeah.
Let me see. So there's a bunch of people I saw that were pumped about it. Apparently, since Trent Williams and him own a gym together and they're friends, he's pumped about it being there.
Yeah.
And Brian Mitchell was saying last night that this is the stage in some of these dudes' careers, like AP, where you go and play just because your buddy's like, dude, come play with us for a year. It'll be cool.
Dude, well, now that we know that there's the thing between the two of them, like hanging out and whatnot, then okay.
And did you see? I saw this tweet today. Junior Gillette.
Yeah.
He was like, I'll play for the league minimum. And he was like tweeting all about it. I put it in our
with us
Twitter feed.
Because I saw he went to the Seahawks.
He's on the Seahawks?
No, I saw he went to the Seahawks. I don't know. No, I didn't see if he signed with them, but he went and tried out with them.
Oh, well, yeah. It's like he's like, I'll play for the league minimum. Nobody asked me.
Oh, man. That tells me that, you know what that means to me? That means that somebody wasted their money. I mean, he got paid for doing nothing the last 2 years, 3 years.
Oh, yeah, he did. It's always great to get paid to do nothing.
Yeah, right.
So only people of the highest moral standards can do that.
Moral fortitude.
Yep.
Moral fortitude.
I called it.
Whoa, Josh. I hear Josh.
Oh, man.
Oh, wait. I forgot to get his picture. Dude, I
He's
keep...
going to pop up.
Hold on. Hold.
B&G Bunch just said, is the front office regretting cutting Matt Brown yet? There's Josh.
Dude.
So,
Josh, that's a great photo.
Yeah. It's warped. Is the front at Harry Hog Football? Is the front office regretting cutting Mac Brown?
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, now that they brought Adrian Peterson in, like, was Adrian Peterson as good as Fat Rob, or is he going to be as good as P. Rind? Or Bibbs?
I don't know.
I don't know if he's worse.
Yeah.
I
don't know.
We'll see. It's another guy.
Yeah, it's another dude. It's another camp body.
Would you rather have Adrian Peterson for the league minimum, John, or would you rather have some scrub that may be good at some point? At least we know that Adrian Peterson was good. He could still have something left in the
Yeah, I was
tank.
about to say was good, yeah.
He had a few good games last year. Pull up his stats, dude.
His first game was great. I think we talked about that.
I only drink red beverages on the show. Show my team spirit. Team spirit, not teen. You're like, I just put brown beverages in a Redskins koozie, and then I'm good to go.
Good to go.
Yeah. All right.
Well,
So let's talk. All right, the peanut gallery in here is starting to talk about the wide receivers core. They think we have a strong one. Well, I'll say that it's looking pretty deep, in my opinion. Like Richardson had a nice catch with the first team, moved up 9 yards. Doxson, did he get injured again? He made a catch though, didn't he, in this game?
I don't know, man. Who knows?
I don't know.
Doxson feelings.
Doxson is like one of those. What was that guy a few years ago that we got really high up and ended up not doing anything?
Deion Sanders.
No, it was a receiver, and he kept being injured and stuff. Devin, someone maybe. Am I thinking of the right guy? Devin. I don't remember. I mean, who knows? This is his year to see if he's a bust or not.
Yeah, really.
I'm pretty excited. I think the Redskins, and I'm probably just biased, but I really do feel that we're could be like a sleeper team this year based on if we don't get a bunch of injuries like last year.
Yeah, I mean, last year the injuries were really the biggest issue, you know? I mean, there were a lot of issues, and some people just like, what? Everyone gets injured, blah, blah, blah. We just had an awful lot of injuries, like more than normal.
Yeah.
So.
I think we had way more injuries than other squads.
Yeah.
I'm not kidding.
Yeah, I know. I agree, 100%.
Devin Thomas, B&G Buns just reminded me. Remember that dude?
Devin Thomas.
And he never panned out. Devin, I'm going to get you a Devin Thomas jersey, dude.
Yeah, great.
I think he was number 11. Thomas.
Dude, he was before what's his face? Short guy from Philadelphia. Wasn't he number 11 for us too? Oh man, what is his name? This is how, number one, this is how old we are. Number two, this is how we don't even care about like guys that were just on the team that moved to somewhere else. We had Garcon, and he was like the speedy receiver. Sean Jackson.
Just Sean Jackson, dude.
There
I forgot about him too, dude. That's how old I am. Every week.
I know, dude. I know.
It's ridiculous. Tall guy, slow and injured. Yeah, injured. You know who else is starting to get on my nerves with injury? You know who? He gets injured like every third game. Otherwise, he's awesome.
Oh, the tight end, Jordan Reed. I don't even want to talk about that guy because he gets injured all the time. It was like Jordan Reed's looking really good this year. Fill in the blank year.
Yeah.
Come on.
And then he gets injured. What's Niles Paul doing?
He's with another team. I can't remember.
Because I always liked him.
No, at first you hated him, and then after a while you're like, he's coming around. I think I like this guy now.
All right, I ended up liking him. How about that?
Yeah.
Got a Tampa fan at work who says to take Deshaun back because they do not want him. No. We pulled an Andy Reid on...
Yeah, we pulled Andy Reid on Tampa, and what is their coach down there? Cotter? Welcome back.
I have no idea who their coach is.
I don't think he's going to be the coach after this year. It's hard to tell, but you know.
Who in the chat room? Someone in here said that they're going to the first game in Arizona. We should go to that game, dude.
Nice.
I think it's going to be inside. You can handle it.
It is going to be inside because they have an inside stadium.
Yeah, where the field rolls out for some sun and then rolls back in. Every morning we take our grass out for a walk in the
I know, right? Sun. You got to put it away before 11 a.m., though, you know.
Niles Paul plays for Jacksonville. Thank you.
Does he really? Yeah, thank you for that.
I didn't even know they still had a team. Aren't they called like the London Jaguars?
London Jaguars. The London Jaguars.
Dude, Chris J in the UK would know. Aren't they called the London Jaguars over there?
I don't think they're called the London Jaguars yet.
Chris J, if the Jaguars moved to London, He's in the chat room. That's why I'm asking this.
Yes.
If the Jaguars move to London, will you revoke being a Redskins fan and become a Jaguars fan? London Jaguars.
Dude, that's a long distance relationship. He might have to go with both of those.
Yeah, he might have to be a dual squad
Yeah.
kind of guy.
Dual squad.
You know, it's really like I hear this every once in a while. Oh man, I'm a Cowboys fan, but I kind of like the Redskins too. They're all right. I'm like, what?
I don't understand that at all. I hear that a lot with people like, I'm a Philadelphia fan, but I'm also a Redskins fan. And I'm like, that doesn't. I don't get that. I don't understand what you're trying to say.
No, I don't get it. I get it when people say that they're just a football fan and watch all teams. That's fine. But that means they're just not really a fan of any team.
Yeah.
But I don't get it
That's
when people
like college. Just kind of watch it.
Is he good?
Is he any good?
Dude, every week. All right, every week.
Got here just to well, really be the visual image of your mom, number one, and two, he could be like, is he any good?
Dude, every week this year we should have a piece where we put up who we think is the most jersey sales on the Redskins and the least jersey sales.
We should have a piece like every week.
It's almost like a stock, like and we could have like something at the bottom of the screen for whoever's jersey has like the lowest stock in our opinion, like who sucks, like who's in the cellar. And
who's the last one? John Adams. John the Tree Adams.
And who's at the top. So like, you know what I mean? Like whoever's down there for sucking like the most consecutive games. It's different than the Kicking the Balls award, which you could get for playing bad in one game.
Right.
But the stock could go over a course of several games, and it could take a while to get out of it.
And we can add it up, at the end of the season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we should do it.
Yeah.
It's gonna be called the Jersey Sales or something. We'll come up with something witty.
Aaron, I've just seen on Redskins.com, so it may or may not be true. We've got Alan Zay. We've got a guy, number 6. His name is Alan Zay Staggers.
Is he a punter?
I don't know. It says he was a rookie. It doesn't have his age. It says NA.
Not applicable. He might not even be human.
He might not be. He might be like, I don't know. I don't know. He's not like an R. Like 29R is Darius Hillary cut. He didn't even have a position. He didn't even have a position in here.
What's his name?
Alan Zay. So Alan, like your last name, like Jonathan Allen, Zae, and his last name is Staggers with 2 G's. Who is Ranthony Tachada? What the hey? Who are these people?
Dude, I saw people in the end of that game, and I was like, "Who is that guy?"
There's a few people where you just don't know.
All those dudes' jerseys in the fourth quarter should just say C period body. Can't.
You could put a different initial there. It could be like D body, F body, Q body, questionable body.
A questionable
body would be like a odd body hire.
Stefan Hire. Odd body. What's that guy doing? Is he still in football?
I seriously doubt it, but I'm going to look him up. Odd body hire.
Does anyone out there in the peanut gallery know if Stefan Hire is still in the league?
Did I mean Stefan Hire?
Dude, I just decided what jersey I am going to get you. Stefan Hire.
Doubt it. He was a member of the Oakland Raiders.
I remember that. Yeah.
I remember
a good player.
Then he played for the Jets in 2012 because we're so old. And then he played for the BC British Columbia Lions in 2014. He's
been out of the league for 4 years, and I'm just asking.
He's been out of the league since 2012. Played once up in BC at the end of his career after he was off for an entire year.
I'm getting you his jersey.
Dude, I don't know. I don't know if I've got an odd body.
I don't know, but you know what Josh said yesterday? He
What?
goes, "Does John kind of look like Alex Smith?" And I was like, "Yeah, kind of."
Maybe.
I saw like, what team is Chase Daniel on now?
I don't know. He had like 2 touchdowns yesterday or the day before. I guess last week. I saw his name on the NFL Network earlier today.
I think it was Chase Daniel, and I think it's the Bears, right? And whoever their new guy is, or I forget.
Yeah, the Bears. That's right. Yeah.
I think, and whoever their new guy is, whatever.
Why is Josh still up here?
Was signing autographs. He was like signing autographs, and then
nice fade.
the dude was signing autographs, and I think it was Chase Daniel. The Peanut Gallery will correct me if I'm wrong. Was like posed as a fan wearing like Bears jersey. And he had like a hat pulled down. He's like, "Yeah, man, you're the best quarterback ever." And he like gives him the thing, and he like signs it. And then like everyone's cracking up, and he was like, "Wait, who was that?" He was acting like such a nerd. Like, "Man, you're so great. You're the best quarterback ever."
I love you, man. You're gonna be so awesome.
The Bears. In Nats news, we traded Daniel Murphy to the Cubs.
The Cubs. We traded him and Kinsler to the Cubs this year. Daniel Murphy today. And who else?
Pitchers.
Who else did we?
I don't know.
Yeah, we traded someone else. We traded They tried trading Bryce, but they couldn't get him through. But they tried. They got man. I'll tell you what. You gotta love the internet.
Basically, the Nationals are, in my opinion, they're pretty much done.
Dude, and the Nationals, in everyone's opinion, are done.
Yeah.
I mean, what are you going to say about this point? You know, or about the team at this point? You're just like, Oh, they traded Matt Adams back to the Cardinals, where he used to play a couple of years ago.
Oh, yeah. Enough about them. So let's get to the game. Let's do our games and kicks. Shall we?
Yes. Yes, we shall.
All right. It's time for this week's Kicking the Balls Award. The Kicking the Balls Award. It's brought to you by Ridapoo.
Josh?
Oh, man.
Did Josh give you anything for kicking the balls? BNG just said, "What is baseball nonsense? What is the baseball nonsense?"
What is this baseball nonsense? Sorry, dude. We were talking about the Bears, and then that triggered Cubs in my mind when that triggered the trade today. And it's our national pastime.
Once upon a time.
Let's see here. What was I doing? Oh, I don't know Josh's Kicking the Balls award. So why don't you go ahead with yours while I figure out what mine is going to be?
All right, my kick in the balls. Oh, man, you know, I just wanted to kick. Where's my thing? Because I had them listed right here. I was just going to kick Gerard Rodriguez Fernandez. Again, but I can't. Who led the team in sacks in the last game? I'll give you one hint.
Fernandez?
It's Gerard Fernandez. He had 2 sacks.
He had 2 sacks?
I don't even remember. I don't remember either one of them.
I must have dozed off at that point in the game. I don't know.
Oh yeah. So, you know what my kick in the ball is going to go to?
Who?
Oh, geez, I could just fill in like everyone from the fourth quarter. Should I? Landing, Fernandez, Johnson, Shearer, Diggs, Fish, Smithson, Pipkins, Robertson.
Fish, Smithson.
Oh, Ladler.
Oh, Ladler.
Because
is he still on the squad?
He is. He had 2 tackles.
I'm going to give my Kicking the Balls award to Fish Smithson for getting that BS 15-yard helmet penalty when it wasn't even his fault.
That's what they're calling with everybody, though, right now. They're like really trying to figure that out, and it wasn't his fault at all.
It was uncool. He was going in for a normal tackle, and then it's almost like, I mean, think about it this way. If it's a super important game, right, and say you're a receiver, and you caught that ball like that dude did, and you're running, and you see this guy coming at you, and you know you need like, oh, crap, we need 10 more yards to be in field goal range. Just lower your head all the way down, and so the guys hits you and can't help it.
And can't help it because you've like lowered yourself to like 3 feet tall.
Yeah, that's what happened.
Your helmet's like a foot, right?
Your helmet's just a giant gazoo thing. I mean, it's dumb. It's like I can bait them into hitting me in the helmet. It's not fair. Everyone's
doing it too, which is why they're really talking about it.
Oh my goodness.
So hopefully something will come with that. But man, I don't know, man.
Yeah, I'm not giving a kick to any of our first or second string guys. They all played pretty well that I could see. No one stood out enough for me to give them a kick that I can think of.
Yeah, nobody. Absolutely.
All right, let's see what's going on in the chat room. Excuse me.
Second half defense. Second half defense, all those guys, you're not even – I don't even – Ladler. Seriously, that guy's not going to make the team.
Fernandez. He's getting your game.
Rodriguez Fernandez.
Fernandez jersey stock has gone way up after those 2 sacks.
Dude, I know who you can give a kick in the balls to, Aaron.
Who?
You need to give it to your favorite lineman, number 68.
Callis?
No, not Callis.
Catalina?
Man, Catalina.
He wasn't in the game.
I didn't even see him.
Mr.
Is he like
invisible
on the team?
I don't know. I didn't see him in the game either. Yes, he's getting my kick in the balls award. 68. I keep wanting to call him 67. 68 Catalina, not to be confused with 67 Callis. Because 68, I didn't see anything.
He's
good
still
plays
on the roster, man.
Maybe he just made good plays then.
Well, dude, it may have been the typical lineman saying, when you don't notice the guy, that means they're having a good game.
Yeah.
When you do notice them, it's because they screwed up.
That's very notable with centers. I don't know if you've ever noticed
especially
that.
He's guard, but
I know, but I'm just saying, centers, if you don't notice them, they're having a good game. You have to like
you held on a run.
You have to like purposely watch the center.
Yeah, exactly.
To see if he's actually playing well or not. Anyway, okay. Uh-oh, it looks like a storm's brewing. This isn't good.
Yeah, dude, my backyard is just like lakes.
All right, let's get through this.
Lakes and wetlands and it's a mess.
This is looking really bad out here. Let's get this done before we lose signal. All right, so let's go ahead with the games.
All right.
And now, the coveted and ever-elusive Game Ball Award. So the Game Ball Award.
Yep.
Oh, hold on. Let's go over our kicks from the peanut gallery. Kick. Kick goes to 30-yard runs because they kill our running backs. It's Michael Graff.
Yeah.
Kick goes to our red zone offense. Now we're giving kick and the balls awards to like specific plays and formations and situations. Okay.
Well, our red zone offense is terrible.
Yeah. Well, this one, yeah. Hopefully that can improve.
I hope so.
A couple of those though were not on the quarterback. They were in those receivers areas, and they just didn't pull them in.
Some of those guys just sucked. I don't know what to say about them. Some of those guys just sucked, and they're not made for NFL rosters. Like Brandon BB Hummingbird, he's doing really well with, I don't know, the Saskatchewan Roughriders or whatever team he's with. He's been with them for like 4 years. I have no idea what team he's with, but he's with one of those teams up in Canada.
Yeah.
So, well, my game ball is going to. Who do you think my game ball is going to?
Dustin Hopkins.
Dustin Hopkins, 5 for 5. Hit all 5 field goals. Now,
barely.
one of them was a bit of it was a little dinger, but it banked inside the uprights. He's 5 for 5.
It went in. That's all that counts.
We had 15 points. You know who scored all those points? Dustin Hopkins.
Yeah. That's a good one, dude. I'm gonna give my game ball to. Oh man,
You might want to go for the new big dog, first round big dog on the offensive or defensive line, dude.
how about
He
that
got a sack in like 3 plays.
Yeah, dude.
He's huge. I mean, I know Settle's like even huger when you see the two of them, like a little bit bigger. But Deron Payne's like a man amongst boys, man.
I think I will give it to Deron Payne because I'm just excited about that defensive line. Him, Jonathan Allen, Settle, Ioannidis.
That's a great, not great. Listen to me.
It has the potential to be great.
Has the potential to be a great top 4, like 4 guys right there as starters as they rotate in and out and everything.
And I can't wait to see the sack machine that Ryan Kerrigan is going to be, and Preston Smith, and yeah. But that's not who I'm giving my game ball to.
Oh, okay.
Yes, it is. I'm giving it to Deron Payne,
dude, because he had 2 sacks, which is one more than anybody else on the team.
I'm giving it to Deron Payne. I also wanted to tell you this since this is preseason. Do you want to know who my Fincher the Clincher is this year? He's actually a little bit more than a Fincher the Clincher. But I'm really starting to like this dude. He played well in relief last year, and I keep seeing flashes of possibly him becoming a really good player.
Is he a linebacker?
Yeah.
Yeah. Zach Vigil. Yeah.
Yeah, he has the potential. Dude, he's just getting better and better every game that I see him.
They're saying it might come down to Vigil or Spate.
You got to keep Vigil.
Yeah.
I at this point,
Vigil calls plays like he's you know.
No, you got to keep Vigil
plays and directing people and I don't know. Spate is really good and makes some really good plays as well. That's a tough one. That's one of the big linebacker or one of the big roster spots we're gonna have to look at, especially after this 3rd game.
Yeah.
See what's going on with that.
Yeah, I think I'm most excited about the defensive line though. After us for years, the last years going, who's gonna play? Who are they gonna put in there? Phil Taylor? Is he still on the squad?
He's still there, but he might get cut.
Have you seen him play?
He played in the first game. I think he's 99, so
dude, he's getting cut.
He's as close to 00. He is. Dude, we need to someone needs to just wear 100 or 000 on their jersey one day.
Yeah. I don't think it's a legal number.
No, it's not.
Is 00 a legal number?
Not in the NFL, no. Maybe up in Canada, eh?
Well, it should be.
Australia?
It should be legal.
It's good. I think isn't it legal in like basketball?
I love you guys, man.
Can't you get like a Matumbo looking dude to wear like 00 on his shirt if you have a Matumbo dude?
Not today.
Oh.
What is this basketball nonsense?
What is this basketball? Let's keep going into weird sports. Dude, I watched a sport on ESPN when they had ESPN2 being ESPN8 for days. It was called Kabata.
What is that?
Kabata is apparently a sport like in Asia, like in like India and Asia. I know India's part of Asia, but like South Asia, where you have like 2 teams and one guy from one team goes across the center line and basically has to tag a guy and run back across to his side before the other guys tackle him. And if he's not careful, they'll like wrap around and try to grab him before he gets to tag someone. And when you get tagged, you're out. And so the teams start to like, well, at least one of them will start like losing its people. It's one of the weirder sports I've ever seen.
Like
and
this
they call
Red
it like
Rover / football thing?
Kind of. And like when you go to the other side, when your side, I guess, is on offense, it's called a raid. Like India's raiding Saudi Arabia and blah, 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 blah. It was, I've seen it only once before. I was so excited actually when it came on. Kabata.
Dude, I'm going to look for that.
Kabata.
Sounds like a cooking utensil or something.
You need Kabata.
You need it. And right here, for 3 payments of $19.95, you can have Kabata.
You need a Kubota.
All right, before we go, first of all, let's go through the games in here. Let's see, Michael Graff, Deron Payne, Alamo City, Samaje Perine for averaging 30 yards per carry.
Graff said he had a game ball winner for great game ball, different game ball winner with McCoy.
Gotcha.
And he's like solid backup, and he wanted to say pew pew.
And B&G Buns gives his to Hopkins.
Yeah.
So
Somebody else scored points that day.
Before we forget to mention it, because it's been all over Redskins media, is like the dirty play of the Jets. So there's this one dude that was like, he just kept crushing people. He crushed.
I'm looking for his name. Frankie Louvu. It was Frankie Louvu. He hit two of our guys. He hit Colt McCoy. He's the guy who hit Colt McCoy like right here.
I don't know how Colt McCoy got up. It was like his helmet like hit him in the chin. And I think he might have been bleeding a little bit. He
was looking to see if he was.
Dude, I don't know how he popped up that fast.
I know how he popped up that fast because he played with the Browns at the beginning of his career, and he got the living crap beat out of him. Which is why I think Colt McCoy always looks a little bit. He always seems to look a little bit scared out there.
Well, anyway, that dude should have been ejected if they're actually going to call that rule correctly.
Because he did it twice.
He didn't even get called on it the first time. It was just a roughing the passer. And he used his helmet like a weapon, unlike Fish-Smithson.
Well, the thing is, they're not doing it like college, where they'll go and they'll review the play and be like, okay, yes, he did. He's ejected, or no, he didn't. So they pick up the flag. Like he didn't do that, or he's not. So he doesn't get ejected, but it's still a 15-yard penalty. Once again, as I've said in the past, college has got it right, and the NFL is lagging behind, man.
Kind of like with the 2-point conversion.
Yeah.
Remember that? When we didn't have it?
Oh, yeah.
For years, like her whole first half of our lives.
Yeah, yeah. And suddenly you're just like, wait, what? Yeah.
I think they should put a 4-point field goal in, and it should be from like...
After 50 yards.
Yeah, over 50 yards.
Yeah, absolutely.
That would be awesome in those games where they're down by 3.
I think we'd be in trouble, though, because I think we have an average kicker, and he doesn't do very well past 50 yards.
No one does. That's the point of it.
Well, a few people are really, really good at going like 50 to 60. They're really, really good at it. But it's only like 4 or 5 kickers. Everyone else is like kind of average. But I like that idea as well. I like that a lot.
Because then at that point you have to decide, are we going for the Hail Mary, or do we have a good enough kicker that might make a 4-point field goal?
Yeah.
Anyway. Yeah, so that dude was dirty. He should have been kicked out. This whole helmet rule thing, they need to like...
They're trying to figure it out, but...
Oh, my goodness. I wish they would just cut it.
Yeah, no lie. Well, they need to do it exactly like college does.
Yeah.
You can't expect a guy, when he's falling to the ground, you can't expect our guys or anyone's team not to hit him directly on the helmet if that's what's right in front of them.
Yeah, I mean, there's a there's a lot different than that, than someone that's just going in sailor diving at someone.
Yeah, exactly, like all LeBron Landry style.
There was another play I saw. I don't remember what team it was. I think it was the Vikings player got called on one, and he went in with his shoulder, like completely hit the guy with his shoulder, like textbook, and he got called for that. It was horrible. You got to look it up.
We've had plays like that before.
It was almost as bad as that baseball strike play you sent me from the Mexican League.
Man, if that's what the Mexican League is like every day, don't sign me up, man. Don't sign me up at all.
Yeah, it was bad.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I'm looking at scoring summary from our game. Dustin Hopkins, and Dustin Hopkins, to win the game.
Yeah.
By the way, one other thing to talk about.
Yeah.
Is it just me, or have I know it's preseason. I know this.
But
is Jay Gruden doing a little bit better job at 2-minute offenses at the end of halves / the end of games? than ever before, because I've heard that this has been a thing of emphasis with him this year, and that's something that they're trying to do better.
I don't know. We'll see come week 1.
I guess, yeah, because right now it doesn't matter. But
right now we can't even get enough dudes up on the line of scrimmage.
Dude,
and we're getting like the first week we had
and C body on the back of the jersey, man.
And then like in the first game we had like 12 men and 13 men in the huddle calls and stuff like that. In the formation, they said.
Dude, that's got to be with other teams too. It's not just us.
I don't know, but we'll see. I mean, this could be a make or break year for Jay Gruden.
Well, yeah, yeah, definitely.
So,
yeah.
Anyway, I think that pretty much about wraps it up.
Yeah.
I was going to get different outro music.
Old school. Anyway, thank you to Desmond C. Lee. Tweet him at Desmond C. Lee 2 on Twitter. Tweet us at Harry Hogg, Harry Hogg on Twitter. Check out HarryHoggFootball.com. Check out YouTube/Harry Hogg Football to watch our podcast live, or I guess on record. And
we'll talk to you guys next week, and I'm going to have different outro music, and hopefully we'll get the sound working.
So this is like 100 years old.
What, that music? Dude, someone specifically requested we play the old music.
I remember.
So we thought we would do that. This is the, I don't know, 450 episodes? I can't even believe it. We still don't have our crap together. I think we're just never going to get it together.
Or we'll get a sound guy. Josh has an assistant. Can he work with us?
We can't afford a sound guy. At least we're not in the days where we had to like upload podcasts and it took 30 minutes to upload the audio.
I know, dude. That's a long way away. In
Anyway,
any event,
we'll talk to you guys next week.
Yep.
Hail to the Redskins. And if you see a Cowboys fan,
you know what to do.
You know what to do?
You know what I'm saying?
Joke on! Bye-bye.